In this video, I will discuss types of lubrication system used in internal combustion engine.
Types of lubrication system. In that there are the mainly three types of lubrication system: mist lubrication system, weight sump lubrication system, and dry sump lubrication system. Weight sump also divided in three parts: splash lubrication system, semi pressure lubrication system, and full pressure lubrication system.
In this mist lubrication system, I have already discussed in previous video. Now I will discuss wet sump lubrication system and dry sump lubrication system in detail.
Weight sump lubrication system. So what are the part in the weight sump lubrication system that we here see? This is called sump well. The oil will be stored. That is called sump. The oil strainer will remove the impurity. Here the pump will be provided for the supplying of the oil at different part, bearing and all these things. And filter also provided to return lines. Okay, at different part it will be moving and then come to filter and then again come into the sump. Okay, pressure regulator also will be provided, so according to requirement pressure it will be regulated. In the weight sump lubrication system, the bottom of crankcase contain large capacity of oil sump which work as a oil supply or reservoir tank. So it is oil supply or reservoir tank. From the crankcase, sump oil is drawn by the low pressure oil pump and delivered to various component of the engine. So from it is going to different component of the engine. Oil then gradually returned back by gravity to sump after servicing purpose. The basic component of weight sump lubrication, that is here we have seen in the drawing. Now in that three types will be there: splash lubrication system, semi pressure, and full pressure lubrication system. So first one we understand splash lubrication system. Okay, so here construction first we see. So this is the sump, this is the strainer oil pump, then it is supplied to different part. Now this one is our crankshaft. Okay, and here the connecting rod will be joined here. Okay, this is the connecting rod. This is main bearing. Okay, so four cylinder will be there. Then this type here the one piston will be shown. This is our camshaft where the valve mechanism will be moved. Here pressure gauge also will be provided. Okay, so here in the connecting rod, this is called big end, this is called small end. Here the cap will be provided. That cap strike in the scoop, so it will be take the oil with that also. Okay, so splashing of oil also will be happen. So we understand this splash lubrication system. In this systems, caps on the big end bearing of connecting rod are provided with scoop. The oil level in the sump is maintained in a way that when connecting rod big end is at its lowest position, the scoop at the end just dip into oil through in which oil is supplied by oil pump from sump as shown in figure. So here like that it will be filled, so it will be strike with this oil. Okay, hence oil is directed big and bearing through hole in the caps, and due to splash of oil reaches over various part of the engine like cylinder wall, crankshaft, piston ring, piston pin, etc. So splashing due to a different part it will be strike. Excess oil returned back by gravity of the to the sump. Splash lubrication system is suitable for low and medium speed engines having moderate bearing load pressure. It is useful for small four-stroke stationary engine only. Okay, so application is limited. So this is our splash lubrication system. Here the big end that is strike in your sump, and it carry the different oil and it is supplied to the different parts. Okay, so advantage simply it is not consume the power. Now semi pressure lubrication system, it is also called, you can see, the splash lubrication and pressure lubrication system. So we are also supplying pressure to oil by using the pump. So here same arrangement. Here these are the different crankshaft, and this is connecting rod, this is camshaft. Okay, so it is joined with engine, this is joined with it is operate the valve. As we know, the splash system is not sufficient if the bearing load is high. So splash have a limitation that the bearing load high, then it is not sufficient, so we are using this system. In the semi pressure system, in which the main and crankshaft bearing are lubricating by oil under the pressure. So here we are pump is using, from pump directly we supplying to the crankshaft oil. Okay, so at under pressure we are supplying the oil, so proper lubrication will be happen, and remaining other part are lubricating by splash lubrication system. So here load on the bearing is very high, so we are applying the lubrication by using pressure. Remaining another component that is already we have seen by using splash lubrication system. Now working we understand, oil is drawn from the lower portion of the sump through filter and it is delivered by means of the gear pump at gauge pressure about 1 bar to the main and the crankshaft bearing. Okay, so from here the oil will be supplied. The cylinder wall, piston pin, camshaft, timing gear, piston ring, etc. are lubricated by splash lubrication. In this method, lubrication takes place by combination of splash and pressure system instead of lubrication only by pressure system in case of full pressure system. So third one we are going to understand full pressure in all part supply by the full pressure. So this method is less costly as compared to full pressure system. It enables higher bearing load and speed to be employed as compared to splash lubrication system. So in pressure, semi pressure and full pressure, the our connecting rod, this is the small end, this is the big end. Fully machine connecting rod, it have a hole will be provided, so the lubrication will be reached at different parts. Okay, so from that we pressurize oil will be supplied. So this inside the circular periphery, it is oil is also supplied. Okay, so through hole it will be supplied. So this is the inside mechanism of the connecting rod. Now last method of the weight lubrication system, that is full pressure lubrication system. Okay, so in this system construction is same as a semi pressure system, but here the splashing action will be removed. All the by using the fully pressure we are lubricating the all part of the engine, so properly lubrication will be happen. Okay, so the full pressure lubrication system is most commonly used, in which lubricating oil under pressure is supplied to the main bearing and the crankshaft. Okay, so different bearing it is supplied to the end the crankshaft through the hole drill in the supporting wall and the bearing general as shown in figure. So here the different hole will be drawn. Another figure we have seen the in last slide. Okay, so through it will supply to the different parts. Drill passage in the crank shaft carry lubricating oil from main bearing to connecting rod and then piston pin, piston rings through drill passage in the connecting rod. Oil is delivered by pressure pump at the pressure ranging from 1.5 to 4 bar. A pressure gauge is provided to confirm circulation of oil. So here the pressure gauge will be provided to confirm the circulation of oil to various parts of the lubrication system. A pressure regulating valve is also provided on the delivery side of this pump to prevent excessive pressure. So for controlling pressure, pressure regulating valve also provided. The full pressure lubrication system is used for high speed and large capacity engine compared to splash and semi pressure lubrication system due to ability to take higher bearing load. So this our system higher load will be can carry and it supply proper lubrication to the all part. However, this system is require more power to supply high pressure oil compared to semi pressure and splash lubrication system. So obviously the different splash lubrication eliminated, all part will be supplied by using the pump. So the higher pressure will be required in this system. Okay, so we see here one animation. Pressurize oil flow through oil line and gallery mean to lubricate the moving engine. So now it is supplied to the different parts inside the crankshaft and main bearing to lubricate them. Okay. Now oil also supplies the camshaft, the cam that operate the valve of the different piston cylinder mechanism. So So all oil will be going to down, that will be collected from this kind of tray. Okay, here the pressure gauge that indicate the pressure of the oil. Now that oil again back into the sump. This is our sump where oil will be stored. So this is our full pressure lubrication system. Okay, now last method, that is the dry sump lubrication system. Okay, so it is a specialized lubrication system used in racing car and all these things. Okay, so here the difference in that there is sump will be there. Here the fuel filter and the pump will be provided, then it is supplied to the supply tank, and then pressure relief valve, and again the pump will be there, then the oil cooler will be there, and then different bearings. So here the pressure will be generated very high, and the cooler is provided to cool the oil, then it is going to different part of the system. Okay, in dry sump lubrication system, oil from sump engine is pumped to the separate storage tank. So here the storage tank is separate outside the engine cylinder. The oil from the sump passes through filter. The function of filter to remove abrasive particle from oil. Otherwise, this abrasive particle causes the wear of lubricating surface and also deposit to bearing surface. If the filter become clogged, the filter bypass relief valve open. So here bypass relief valve also provided, that if the this valve will be closed, then it will be open. That permitting oil bypass the filter. Oil from the storage or supply tank is pumped to the engine bearing and the cylinder through oil cooler. So here oil cooler also provided. In this system, oil pressure varies from 3 to 8 bar. So here pressure is higher than the full pressure lubrication system. The pressure relief valve is used to prevent excessive pressure built up after cold start of the engine. The oil cooler reduces temperature of oil. Therefore, dry sump lubrication system permit the use of thinner oil, result in decrease the frictional resistance of the engine. Dry sump lubrication system is generally used for high capacity engine and the different racing cars.
Thank you for watching.